Hey guys, this is Tarot with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, and today I'm jumping in with something rather interesting. I love to scour the internet for all things tarot related, of course, and I came across tarotwikipedia.com. On Tarot Wikipedia, it's a site that's run by a few different people. They have plenty of wonderful courses and classes that people can take in all areas related to tarot, different ways that you can use the tarot. And they have a lot of free resources on there as well. So one of those things I found just to be interesting and just maybe a fun or an interesting way to use your tarot cards is using tarot to determine what people might look like. Now we know that people like to use tarot sometimes to figure out timing or like birth dates and things like that. And there's so many ways that you can use it other than, the meanings of the cards, the actual generalized meanings. Figuring out what someone might look like is pretty cool. Like, if you just kind of wanted to play around a little bit with, what will my future beau or beauette look like, or what might my future child look like, or if, your best friend, your sister, somebody's pregnant, maybe you want to kind of just have a little bit of fun and see if you can figure out what that little baby might come out looking like. And also just for, I'd say, fun and giggles, if you're already attached to somebody, or maybe this isn't even like a whole like relationship thing, but like somebody in your family. What does my brother look like? Go ahead and shuffle the cards, pull the card, and see how accurate it is. I think it's a lot of fun to do, because there are times where I take tarot very seriously, obviously when I'm doing a reading for somebody or I'm reading for myself, and I also like to have a little bit of levity as well, and then there are times that I just kind of want to have fun with my cards, or I like to explore them and see how I can use them in different ways. And and although this is a fun activity for me, there might be some way that I could adapt this to in future, and I thought this might be fun for you guys as well. So I will put the link for Tarot Wikipedia down below so that you guys can definitely go check it out, but I thought I would just show you guys like what one of the cool things is on that website. So for this activity, I'm using the Pagan Otherworlds, and actually haven't busted this deck out in quite some time, and it is one of my fave decks. And I've also taken the court cards and the minors, and I have separated them from all of my majors cards. This particular deck also comes with phases of the moon, so I've made sure to take those out as well. I thought what might be interesting, and this isn't on Tarot Wikipedia, but if you were trying to determine what someone would look like, maybe you would also want to determine their gender. Like if you're going in for a job interview, just like, I don't know, it might be neat to figure out what will this person look like? Are they male or female? The baby that my coworker is gonna have, what might it look like? Will it be male or female? I thought maybe for gender, you could use the major arcana and just kind of look at the person that's in the card. Are they male or female? And let's say, for instance, the moon card, there aren't any human beings in there, and just like in the Wheel of Fortune as well. But I do see a lot of masculine energy in this card depicted in the animals. In the moon obviously is known for a lot of feminine energy, so I would see that as more being female. So I don't know, you guys can try that out. Let me know what you guys get. Let's say you're trying to determine what somebody might look like. Let's go ahead and, for instance, say that you pulled a Pentacles card. So Pentacles, a person who this might represent, they tend to have dark brown hair or to black hair. Their eyes tend to be brown. Their skin is somewhat of an olive to black complexion, and they're mainly going to be muscular or solidly built. I will say that I don't think that person that all of those attributes are going to be in all of the same person. So let's say, you pull this card and the person is strong and muscular, they have brown eyes, but their hair tends to be on the lighter side. But they also have like the olive complexion. I would say, you know, if they have the majority of the attributes, you know, that's cool, but I don't think they're going to have all of them. Maybe some of them will. If you happen to pull a swords card, their hair tends to be black. It could also mean that they've colored their hair, often in cold or bold colors. Their eyes tend to be blue. Their skin complexion is fair and pale. Their body type can be skinny, long, and tenuous. So, like I said again, every attribute that's on there in this, you know, swords card may not be all in that same person. Maybe they have really cool, like, bold hair, and they happen to also be rather thin, but, you know, maybe they don't have some of the other attributes. I would say, you know, it's kind of a, like, they might have most of these, but not all of these. If you happen to pull a wands card, the physical attributes for wands, the hair tends to be blonde, red, and brown, so kind of like a mixture of colors in there, almost like autumn. Their eyes tend to be blue or green. Their skin complexion is fair to olive, and their body type might be lean and muscular. They might have a medium build and medium height. And lastly, let's say you just so happen to pull a cups card. Their hair tends to be blonde, their eyes tend to be blue and gray, their skin complexion might be pale to olive, their body type might be more round and soft, short to medium height. Just for fun, let's see. Let's ask my deck, what does my brother look like? So I think I've talked about my brother on here, but I don't think you guys have ever seen my brother. I totally need to get my brother on this program. He needs to come on my channel. Okay, so what does my brother Brian, which, by the way, my brother and my boyfriend have the same name, but it's spelled differently. So whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, things are getting crazy. My brother spells his name with an I, whereas my boyfriend spells his name with a Y. A Y. My stepmom says that the way she differentiates Brian and Brian is, one is Brian the Elder. Okay, so what does my brother Brian look like? My brother Brian, what does he look like? Okay. And here we have the wands. So the wand says their hair tends to be blonde, red, and brown. Their eyes tend to be blue and green. Their skin complexion is fair to olive skin. Their body type is lean and muscular, medium build, and medium height. Okay, so I will say that my brother has blonde hair, or not blonde hair, but brown hair, and his hair is a lot lighter than mine, where when I was born, my hair was so black it had a blue sheen to it, and I had literally black eyes. Everybody said that I looked like a little doll, you know. I had really pale, like porcelain skin, I had really black eyes and really black hair. And then of course, as soon as I hit the sun, my skin browned up and my eyes lightened a little bit, but I still have a black ring around my eyes. And my hair is now a really, really dark brown. My brother, on the other hand, he was born fair, but he is fair. So when he goes in the sun, like, he will burn. So he, well, everybody should wear sunblock, but he has to wear a little bit higher SPF than me. So yeah, and he does have a little bit of olive to his skin, but his skin is mostly fair. He does have brown eyes, but they're a lot lighter than mine. When he was born, up until the age of, I think it was 3 or 4, he had blue eyes. And we all were hoping that his blue eyes would stick, because in different parts of the family, we do have blue and green eyes, you know, on my mother's side, with the Irish, and mostly coming from the Irish side. And my brother he's like an average size guy. He's, well, I mean, height wise, he's 5'10", like, well, 5'9", 5'10", kind of somewhere in the middle there. And he's a pretty big dude. My brother is pretty soft. But he's big though. So I would say, you know, when determining what somebody looks like, you know, you pull this wands card where it says the hair tends to be blonde, red, brown. My brother does have the lighter hair, you know, and the lighter colors to him. Where it says the eyes will be blue or green. He doesn't have the blue eyes, but he was actually born with those blue eyes. So I find that very fascinating. Where it says the skin complexion can be fair to olive skin, that is him. It is slightly olive, and he is more fair. And although he's not lean and muscular, he is of medium height and medium build. So I would say he has the majority of those attributes. And that's a very interesting interpretation. And let's go ahead and pull out the major arcana. And I would say, you know, my, okay, well, I will make this description after I pull these cards, but what is my brother's actual gender? What is my brother's actual gender? What's my brother Brian's actual gender? I knew that was going to come up, and we'll say why. Okay, so this is interesting, but my brother and I, although, you know, I was born a girl, I have more like masculine attributes, like that I do more things or types of things that are considered male or masculine, more dominant. You know, I like to play sports, I like to work out, I like to wear the color blue. You know, I have a lot of things that are considered very boy, whereas my brother, he is more on the feminine side. You know, he liked playing Barbie dolls with me, you know, and he loved, you know, hairstyling. He loved wearing, you know, my mom would put like little makeup, you know, things on him, and he loves sometimes getting like different little shapes put on his cheek when he was little with my mom's different colored eyeliner. Like he's just always been more sensitive, more feminine. He tried doing sports but kind of shied away from them. He tried to like be a boy, but and although my brother was born a boy, he's just more feminine, you know, than maybe most males. And me, the things I do might be considered more masculine. And so the card I pulled for my brother was the World card, and here you see this female, this very feminine looking female, and I would say that, yeah, that's my brother. You know, if I got the Emperor or something, it might be weird, because no way is my brother like that. Even the Empress, like the Empress even has a very dominating, you know, fierce personality. So for me to pull the World card, I would say that's totally accurate. That is my brother. So that's it. I thought I would just jump in with this. I thought it might be really interesting. Let me know if you guys try this out, or like what you tried it out on. I'm interested, because I'm looking for ideas on ways to use this and incorporate this. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out like how I can incorporate that into readings as well. But hey, I thought it just might be neat. And so let me know what you guys think. Put that in the comments section below. Let me know if you guys have any questions. And if you guys want to catch a reading with me, you can head over to my Etsy shop. I have tons of different readings at Kittens Waits Tarot. I also have a lot of other things too, like my healing salves, which people seem to dig, and my healing sprays. And I make bracelets as well. So definitely check all of that out. And if you would like to join the KWT tribe, which I invite you over, where we come together as a community to help build this business so we can create more and do more for others, while you guys get some freebies in the process. And we have some big projects coming up with Kittens, Waits, and Tarot. So head on over to patreon.com/Kittens, Waits, and Tarot so you can get in on that. And that's it from me, spiritual homies. So I will catch you later. Peace, love, and shake and grace. Peace out.